Are you or a loved one tired of having leftover mac and cheese that doesn't reheat well and never really tastes as good the second time around? Well, I have a solution for you. Now introducing deep fried mac and cheese, turning your leftover yucks into delicious new yums. Alrighty, today is a kind of exciting day. I have made a lot of cooking videos in my channel, and never once have I said what I'm about to say to you right now. If you have never had this before, stop what you are doing right now and freaking make this, okay? I've made a lot of videos of me cooking different things on my channel, a lot of which have been pretty good, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm the greatest chef ever, because I'm obviously not. I just kind of make random little snacky foods, whatever, right? But today's video, I'm making a great side dish for if you want to make some like fun foods. Super Bowl just came and went or whatever. This would have been a great Super Bowl food. I think that this is a very, very yummy, delicious snack. And I think that this is truly revolutionary. If you've never had fried mac and cheese before, this is a very life-changing snack. You need to make it ASAP. So obviously the first step, you gotta make mac and cheese. If you do not already have mac and cheese, I already have my mac and cheese made. You need to make mac and cheese, and you ideally need to let it rest in a fridge for a couple of hours, preferably overnight. But if you're making it like for like a party or something like that, like if you were to be making it for like a Super Bowl party, for that, you're gonna want to make it, and then throughout that same day, let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours. And if you're impatient, you can also just put it in the freezer and let it be in the freezer for a little bit. We're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be able to make as much as I thought I was going to, because somebody freaking took my mac and cheese, even though I specifically told them not to. And especially, I'm mad. I had a red container of mac and cheese and a blue container of mac and cheese. For those of you guys who watched my channel the other day, I made a video where I reviewed two different kinds of mac and cheese. One was one kind of the mac and cheese, the other was a different kind of the mac and cheese. And I told them not to touch the red container, and this is the only container that's left of mac and cheese. So clearly, my family doesn't listen to me. Okay, so for this recipe, you're gonna need 3 bowls, one for a flour mixture that has a couple seasonings in it. I'm doing garlic, salt, and pepper, keeping it very simple with that. Then you need another bowl for the egg wash, and in the egg wash, I'm also putting salt and pepper in there. I'm also might put a little bit of chili powder in there just to give it a little spicy spice. Don't really know yet. I'll let you know if I do end up doing that. And then the last bowl that you need is a bowl for breadcrumbs. It's kind of a pain in the ass when it comes to frying, because most fried things, you just have 2 things that you're working with. Today we have 3, but trust me, this is so worth it. It'll take you maybe like 5 minutes once you've made the mac and cheese and you've let it chill or whatever, and it is definitely worth that. Okay, so I have my breading station ready. It's down on this table. You can't really see it, but I have it ready. Before we start actually breading them, I want to go ahead and tell you, you should probably go ahead and get the stove going with a pot with oil. Don't fill it above halfway, because that can become a really dangerous problem. Gas fires are pains in the ass to put out. So don't do too much oil, but definitely do enough that you could put mac and cheese in it and it'll be fully submerged, okay? Okay, now I'm about to show you the process, but I do want to go ahead and say you are going to have to get your hands dirty for this, and if you're ever needing to get your hands dirty while cooking, go ahead and wash your hands first. So I'm going to go do that. Okay, so I got my little setup here. You're going to want to go ahead and grab a little handful of mac and cheese. This is actually a lot easier with cheaper mac and cheese. I'm never going to be the kind of guy to be like, go out and get the cheapest version of stuff, get the lowest quality, whatever. For this recipe, I am doing this with Kraft mac and cheese, the little 1-box packs of mac and cheese, works phenomenally well. Like, it's literally so good. And since they're smaller pieces or whatever, they can be shaped into little balls a lot easier than what I'm about to go through. And what I'm about to go through is probably gonna be terrible, which is why I wanted the other kind of mac and cheese, but I'm gonna make do with what I got, because I've been craving fried mac and cheese for like 3 days. So like I said, you're gonna go ahead and grab some mac and cheese. You're gonna wanna kind of like smush it together into a little ball. And then once you do that, you're gonna try to dip it into the flour. And oh my God, this is not gonna stay together at all. Hold up, let me grab a bigger amount. Maybe it's because I have too little right now. But you wanna kind of make it into a little ball, and wow, yeah, no, these are not gonna stick together at all. Okay. Like I said though, this works a lot better with the, what is it called? Kraft mac and cheese. But I'm just going to go ahead and toss them into my flour mixture. And you know what? I'm going to make something completely different. Do not follow the instructions that I'm currently doing. If you're using Kraft mac and cheese, form them into balls. It works a lot easier for Kraft mac and cheese, but for this, it is not working at all. But yeah, so then you get it in the flour mixture, whatever, then you dip it in the egg wash mixture, and then you'll dip it in the breadcrumb mixture. And wow, I'm gonna make like individual little baby fried things of mac and cheese. This is actually gonna be really weird. I've never tried this before, so if this works, I'm gonna be shocked, to be honest. And I'll let you guys know if this is good and worth trying. Getting whatever kind of pasta this is. I don't even know what kind of noodles these are called. They're little shells? Is that what they are? Are they just regular shells? I have no idea. But nonetheless, I'm making fried mac and cheese. Not the way that you're supposed to make fried mac and cheese, but this is exciting. Oh my god, I love this. I'm gonna quickly do a little time lapse through the rest of this process, and then I'll meet you when I'm frying these. Okay, and I'm gonna be totally real here. I was like, you know what? Since I can't do this the way I was supposed to, and this is probably gonna take forever because I'm doing them individually, I decided to just throw everything all together and hope for the best. And it seems to be working pretty well for the most part. But yeah, this is me doing the little breading part, and now we're gonna get to the frying part. Okay, now if you're like me, I'm using a tiny little pot, so I'm going to have to do this in a couple batches. If you did this in a bigger pot, congratulations for you. I only had a small thing of oil, and I didn't want to overdo it and do a giant pot. But yeah, so now I'm going to do these in a couple batches. I'm just going to let these fry. If you know the rules of frying, you basically just wait for the item to float and then become the desired level of crispiness. So you want it to get a nice like dark brown crisp to it, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done, obviously. Ooh, now this is starting to get a little sizzle. I cannot explain how it smells through the screen, but trust me, this smells phenomenal. Alrighty, now here's the final product. I put a little bit of parsley on it to garnish it, but yes, that looks delicious. I tried a bit of it, and let me just say, very, very delicious. After I took them out of the fryer, I immediately put some salt on them as well. And this is a delicious, yummy little side. Not as good as the regular fried mac and cheese. So if you follow this recipe with Kraft mac and cheese, or literally any mac and cheese that is cheesier than this one, it'll probably taste really, really good. Typically, I dip mine with barbecue sauce. That's fully a preference thing. But yeah, these are really, really good. They go good with a creamy soup. If you had a queso dip for them, that would probably be freaking amazing. But that being said, I'm going to try a bunch of these. But yeah, this is really good. I definitely would recommend doing this with actual Kraft mac and cheese. But that being said, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.